two consecutive positive integers whose sum is less than 100. Square both of those integers and then find the difference of the squares. Which of the following could be the difference? So pick two consecutive positive integers whose sum is less than 100. So we know that, let's say the integers are a and b, their sum is less than 100. So we're going to square both those integers and then find their difference. So let's just say that, for purposes here, a is greater than b. I could write b greater than a, but I want to make that distinction that a is going to be, since they're consecutive, a is going to be one more than b. So it's also going to be true that b plus 1 is equal to a. So we'll have that, so the square of their differences, so a squared minus b squared. So we want to find that. So you'll notice, if knowing different factoring patterns, this is the difference of squares. So this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. And so since a and b are consecutive integers and we define them like this, a minus b is going to be equal to 1. So if a minus b is equal to 1, we have a plus b times 1, that's equal to a plus b. So the difference, when you square a and you square b, take their difference, that equals a plus b. And we're trying to find this thing. So for choice E, well, we know a plus b has to be less than 100, therefore a squared minus b squared has to be less than 100, so this wouldn't work. And then if we think about this, so the square of the differences, we know that, so if you take two consecutive integers, we know that one is going to be odd and one will be even. And whenever you add an even integer to an odd integer, so even plus an odd integer, so for example like 3 plus 2, you'll always get an odd integer. So even plus odd will give you an odd integer. So since a plus b is equal to a squared minus b squared, then a plus b has got to be odd. So that means a squared minus b squared has to be odd. And I look at these options, and so this wouldn't work because it's even, that wouldn't work because it's even, and that wouldn't work. So by elimination, 79 is the answer. But let's just think, what two consecutive integers add to 79? Well, if you think about it, we could do, if you do, it would be 30, yeah, it would be 40 and 39. So 40 squared minus 39 squared is equal to 40 plus 39 times 40 minus 39. That checks out, so that becomes 79 times 1, which equals 79. So 79 could be the difference. Answer is choice C.